Time. Here's Eric in Charlotte, North Carolina. You're next, sir. It's great to have you on the program. Hello.
Thanks for all you do, Rush.
I wish it could be more, sir. I really do.
I do as well. Rush, the politics of black people is stupid to the point of insane. I don't understand. Well, I do understand in a way, but we're proverbially shooting ourselves in our own hip pocket. I don't know why blacks are not outraged over this immigration situation, because what's going to happen is we've already been a minority and we complain about what we don't get and so on and so forth. But now we're becoming more and more second-class minority. Our black leadership, we don't realize, or they don't realize, the likes of Tavis Smiley, Cornel West, Jesse Jackson Sharpen, Tom Joyner et al., you name them all. We are right now facing all kinds of dire needs economically. We don't have jobs.
Right, but they aren't, are they?
Well,
no, they're not, Eric. They all have got seats at the table of power in the Democrat Party. Everybody you just mentioned. They're all doing quite well economically.
They may be doing well, but to the point, they're really to the point of being deceitful, because what's going on is...
Oh, I don't deny that. I'm just saying they're not good representatives for it, because they're not experiencing what you experience.
Well, the jobs right now, we're being displaced because of these immigrants who are coming in. And the jobs that we used to get are actually being given away and taken away from us by these illegal immigrants. And we're now advocating policies to make our situation even far worse.
That's exactly right. It's well stated. Exactly what the black leadership is doing.
Well, these people, and so the black community should be dialing in to their representatives. I'm sure the deaf ears there, but they should be saying, this is wrong. What Obama's doing in the name of political advantage.
Look, it's hard not to be. They're too excited about what may happen in Ferguson.
Well, Ferguson...
Do you realize that the 60s is about to be reborn for however long, and they're all focused. They're so excited about it. Eric, do not hang up. If you can hold on, do so. I got to take a break here, though. I want to quickly go back to Eric in Charlotte, North Carolina. I appreciate your holding on, because I took your call when there wasn't enough time, and I didn't want to shortchange you, because you're actually making a very good point, and I wanted you to give you a chance to do that.
Well, Obama's either being intentionally deceitful, which makes him evil, or he's just an ignorant man. He says, people think that blacks think that he's so pro-black, he's a black man, which he's not. He's half black. He's just as much white as he is black. But the point
it's not that. Wait, let me address that. It's not that he's half black, half white, or what. It's just that Barack Obama does not have the American black person civil rights heritage tradition or pedigree. He's a citizen of the world. He was raised in all parts of the world. He doesn't identify. This is the problem with racial politics. It's surface only. Black people in America see a black president, think he's one of them. He's not.
Exactly.
He runs around with Harvard and Yale elites. He runs around with Wall Street rich people, Hollywood rich people. He's not running around with with Reverend Sharpton and Reverend Jackson and John Lewis. That's not his crowd.
Look, blacks are being blindsided here, or we're being beguiled. We're being deceived by this guy. The fact is, the jobs that we're so looking forward to, we think, or blacks think that, okay, we've got a black president, he's going to look out for us. No, he's not looking out for blacks, and this is why I'm waiting.
I don't think that, Eric. I think it's something else. I mean, there's a certain look. You're right. There's a certain percentage of the black population that thought Obama was going to look out for him, but right. I think the majority of them think Obama is going to get even with their enemies first. I don't. Well, I think they look at him as somebody who is going to take it and take the fight to their enemy.
Look, the black mentality is a herd mentality, and we think that we have to stick together, and we think that we've hired or elected a black president who is actually going to look out for us. This is the way we as black people think. This is why we group think. We actually just think as a herd. But the point here is we're looking for jobs. We're crying for jobs. The unemployment rate is astronomical amongst the black community, in the black community. And this bill here is actually working counter our needs. We need jobs, and this bill is going to allow for a larger segment of the Hispanic community. I'm not racist. I'm not against Hispanics, but what I'm saying is what's going to happen, the end result is twofold. Number one, I mentioned that we're going to be now second to second class. We're already a minority, and our numbers
and this, I hate to tell you, Eric, and I'm not trying to sound cynical. I've been predicting this for 20 years. I've been predicting that it's going to be a battle of the minorities. And for the longest times, African Americans were the number one victims in America. Right. And now they're about to be replaced by the Hispanics. And that isn't going to sit well.
Exactly.
If you're going to be a victim, you better be the top dog victim.
Thank you. So we're really hurting ourselves, and I don't know, back to Tom Joyner and Tavis Smiley and all that, either they don't see it or they do see it and they're welcoming it that means they're pawns and users themselves. But the point is, it's working against their interests, the way I'm looking at it. But secondly to that is economically, we're now not going to be able to get as many jobs, or among the pickings are already slim. The pickings are already thin, and now it's going to be made thinner and much more difficult. This president is either totally ignorant of economic policies or how to make a country grow, or he's intentionally trying to damage this country's prosperity. He's definitely harming black people and the prosperity.
Okay, hold it right there. Let me just ask you a quick question. Does it matter what the answer is? The fact is, the country is being damaged.
Yes.
It's being damaged, and he's not lifting a finger to stop it. Okay, so you might think his incompetence, and others might think he's doing the damage on purpose. The motivation, I don't think is the point anymore. I happen to think it's purposeful, but other people think he just happens to be happy-go-lucky, ignorant, believes in socialist utopia crap. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. I think he's doing exactly what he set out to do. And I think this is his agenda from the get-go. And he's not a civil rights coalition guy. He's not a 1960s era black. He is a worldwide leftist community organizer progressive. He has nothing whatsoever he doesn't care about anybody's job, much less black. That's not what he's here to do. That's not why he was elected. He wasn't here to revive an economy. He run around and say he was. But I think you've got this down pat. I think you're exactly right about this on so many levels. You've got African Americans who have always been proud of being the number one victim of this country. And now all of a sudden they see the first African American president shuffling them aside and seems to care more about Hispanic victims of this country than black victims. And they say, what the hell is this about? And then when you start looking at, wait a minute, there's a lot of other stuff that's wrong here, too. Look at our unemployment level and versus everybody else. And look at this. And then the lights start to go off. And that's what's happened to you. And I just say to join the crowd, because what you understandably have your worldview. Eric, for me, the devastating thing about this is it's happening to everybody. It's happening to virtually everybody in this country. The damage does not know racial lines of distinction. The damage does not know sexual or gender lines of distinction. The damage is being wreaked out, handed out all over this country, and everybody is being hurt. College graduates, non-college graduates. You hear more and more people talk about the fact that America's best days are behind us. We're in a country in decline. We have to learn to adjust to that. Sorry, not me. And I think it's it really is, it's more than unfortunate. All of this is so unnecessary, but it happened. So now we're left with what to do about it, what to do to reverse it, to stop it. And that's the big question. I'm glad you called. I really appreciate you holding on to the top of the hour, because I felt like I shortchanged you in our limited time.